Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, it's not an Arsenal video, but we're back again on the channel. And today I thought I'd do a very special video, but something different on my channel today. And I thought, why not do a mini Q&A and also a channel update video? First and foremost, today is my 25th birthday. I know wherever you're watching in the world, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're on my YouTube channel, you're watching my video, and you've been supporting me from the start. Or if you're a new subscriber, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, do feel free to check out my previous videos for a lot more Arsenal and FPL content. Before I get into the video, I also do feature on FPL Casuals, a show where we talk all about FPL analytics, our teams, as well as how we do each game week, rate my teams, and also giving other managers advice on how they could improve their game week. With that being said, I know it's really late right now. It's only 8:35 for me, so I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Wherever you are in the world, thanks so much for tuning in. And for me today, it is the big 25. Yes, I am old. I'm a quarter century old today. But one thing I do want to say is the amount of messages everyone on Twitter, on Instagram called me, messaged me, took time out of their day to sing me happy birthday, to wish me happy birthday. I've never felt that before, so I know I'm a very emotional person, but I really appreciate everyone who reached out to me, everyone who took their time out of their day to message me, and everyone in the chat here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks for your support over the year. The year coming up is the Big 25, and I hope to make this channel a lot more better than it is now. I'm gaining a lot more confidence in terms of my YouTube content and the content that I like to feature on this channel. But with that being said, I do have a mini channel update video. I am going to be doing an Arsenal giveaway. That's right, just like last season. I am going to be doing a mini Arsenal giveaway. I don't know yet if it's going to be worldwide or if it's going to be region exclusive. So I will think of the rules and then let you guys know of the video for that as well. However, moving forward on this channel, I am going to be doing a lot more fun videos in terms of challenges and skits. I just thought to bring back some of my old content on how I started my channel. And those of you guys who have been here from the jump know that I was doing baking, I was singing, I was playing the piano, and I was doing a lot more creative visual arts. And I know this is a sports channel and I predominantly focus on sports, but once in a while it's nice to spice things up. And with Arsenal set to play on Sunday at midday kickoff UK time, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm glad it's not postponed. I'll take the early kickoff. For me, it's at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I'm excited to see the boys back in action again. And I'm excited to see my favorite player, Granit Xhaka, back in action again on the pitch. And I hope everything goes well. I hope we get the massive 3 points. And I'll be doing my match reaction right after the game live instead of a pre recording. So do stay tuned for that. If you haven't already hit the bell notification bell, please click the bell notification to be notified whenever I upload and whenever I go live. So moving forward in this channel for post-match reactions, sometimes I'm going to have a caller-in show where those of you in the chat, if wherever you are in the world, as long as you have StreamYard and you have access to internet, which you obviously have to watch my videos, then you can join me on the stream. And as long as you're respectful and you know what you're talking about, I'm more than happy to share the platform with fellow Gooners across the world. I just want to say shout out to everyone in the chat right now. I know it's really late wherever you are in the world. So thank you so much for being tuned in and for checking out my video. I didn't plan to go live today, but I felt really happy. I'm really like shocked and kind of overwhelmed in a good way by all the people that reached out to me, everyone who wished me, and the amount of people who, you know, from Nigeria, from Kenya, from India, from Malaysia, like countries where I've never even been, people messaging me saying, we like watching your channel, we like watching your videos, and that means a lot to me. So I only do this for fun, and I'm only going to be doing this for fun. I'm very passionate about sports, not just football. So for me, it means a lot when people say they enjoy watching my videos and they like my views. Whether you agree with me or not on the manager or on the club, on certain players, I respect people's difference of opinion. And I'm open to discussion. I don't really, scrutinize people for their difference of opinion. But I'm really excited for what's in store in terms of the next year of my life. So a year older now, hopefully a year wiser. And I hope to continue my success on this channel, but more importantly, in life outside of YouTube. With that being said, I am still going to be regularly uploading on the channel. I know for a couple of game weeks you didn't see me doing Fantasy Premier League content. I was doing it on other channels as a guest. So if you do check out my playlist, I do have a section for Arsenal guest appearances as well as Fantasy Premier League guest appearances. Sorry, I can't speak. As well as Arsenal guest appearances if you do want to check out channels I've been featured on and channels that have given me the opportunity to join their platform and talk all things Arsenal or all things FPL. And, you know, that's the beautiful thing of football. You could support a different team, but as long as they're respectful, you could really have a constructive and great discussion of the beautiful game. With that being said, there are some games postponed this upcoming weekend due to the lack of police presence. I'm sure you guys are aware of it due to the Queen's funeral. Rest in peace to the Queen of England. And I did pay my respects, so that's why the Zurich video is still on private. I did not publish it when the news came out that the Queen passed away, just to pay my respects, as Canada was under and is still under the monarch of England. So now King Charles will take over, as you guys know. And yeah, so if you do have any questions for me, I just thought I'd stick around for a few minutes, do a mini question and answers. And, you know, some of you guys are here for the first time. So thanks so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, you know, shoot them in the comments below and I'll answer them one by one. Thanks so much, Charlie, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And keep up the good work on your channel as well as your watch-alongs. They're really, really fun to watch. Thanks so much, Pokemon. I really appreciate Agar. Hope you're well. And shout out to Kenira as well. Why not? Thank you so much for wishing me a very happy birthday. I hope you're well, and I enjoyed chatting with you of all things Arsenal. Idris, thank you very much for messaging me as well as for wishing me on my YouTube stream. I have yet to respond to every single message. I am going to respond to every single person who messaged me a happy birthday. I will take the time to do that. It's a lot of messages, but I will do it. And I like to personalize every message for each person, what's special to them. So that's just something about me that's different. Hi, Nippin. Hope you're well. And Nippin's really close to 1,000 subscribers as well. I do want to shout out to other YouTubers in the chat that are really good friends of mine. Jordan, he's a massive Liverpool fan from Jamaica. His channel is Jordan Hyman LFC, as well as Football Daily Talk. Unfortunately, his previous channel was, he ended up deleting his previous channel, and he started fresh all over again. He does football content as well, and he also does UCL Champions League watch-alongs. So if you do want to check his channel out, you can just type it in, or he can drop the link in the chat. I'm pretty sure he can drop the link. Nippin, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Nippin, you're one of my favorite Chelsea fans, as well as Wayne Moods, Matt, and everyone on the Worldwide Chelsea panel. Respects to you, Nippin, and I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for having me on your show as well. Whenever I come on for your football podcast on the weekends or even during midweek, I really appreciate you giving me the platform to talk to. When I first started doing YouTube, not everyone really included me because someone outside of England, people always said, you know, you don't really have an opinion because you're not from England. And to break through those kind of barriers that you face, it's really eye-opening, and you see a different side of, you know, YouTube and content creating. But for me, I love Arsenal through and through. It's in my veins. It's in my blood. Win, lose, or draw, I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to talk all things Arsenal, regardless of what people say and regardless of what people think. That's just me, and that's just how I do things. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. Nippin, thank you so much for the massive super chat. Yeah, it's not been that long since I got monetized, so I'm so glad to have finally got this channel monetized. But more importantly, I'm glad to be improving the quality of my content. And yeah, if you guys have any questions to ask, do feel free to drop any questions whatsoever. As long as they're respectful, I will answer them. Football, non-football related, life related, FPL related, shoot them in the comments below. And if you haven't already left a like on the video, do make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Today, I reached 3,100 subscribers, and it couldn't have happened on an even better day than my birthday. So I'm really glad for that, and thanks to each and every one of you who checked out my content, who like my videos, and give constructive feedback on what you want to see throughout. Misha, thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. I hope you're well. You're very beautiful, and I'm really happy to call you a great friend. I hope to see you in Uncle Mace's chat room more often whenever you can. And it's always a pleasure talking to you, dear. Idris, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. FTT says Stevenage at second in the league. MK Dons played today. I wonder what the result was. I think they lost, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had lost 2-0, 2-0 to Bolton, if I'm not mistaken. But Luca had gone to the game. That's why I knew they were playing today. I'm looking forward to our game against Brentford, and I would really want to take revenge on them. I know we won last season at home, but away from home, the first game of the season, it wasn't nice to us, and we had to play regardless of COVID cases. So hopefully we are fully fit. Thomas Partey was back in full training this week, and we hope to see him feature, probably off the bench, according to Charles Watts. He will feature to the Brentford game, and for me personally, I think he should get some match fitness before the North London Derby on October 1st at home at the Emirates. And I'm looking forward to a beautiful North London Derby. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the official is not Paul Tierney, Anthony Taylor, or Mike Dean. It seems like the list of inconsistent officiating in the Premier League is so corrupt and it's so blatantly obvious nowadays. Why Not says Q will the process reach its first goal? I don't understand what you mean, why not, but I think you mean trust. I think you're trying to say that trusting the process doesn't work. Jordan says, FTT, I told you Sporting will win. I didn't see the Ajax game. I did hear that Mo Salah scored. I was outside all day and I just got home not long ago. So, yeah, I was really, enjoying my day. I had a great day and I spent it with my friends, my coworkers, and I really enjoyed it, as well as, treated myself. I don't normally do that, so it was nice to do that once in a while. I am going to be painting a lot more artwork, so do stay tuned there. If you do want to see a lot more of my artwork, you can see, my artwork, what I post, as well as you can talk to me about all things Arsenal and FPL right here on my Twitter. My Twitter is Miss Melina7. Why Not has the questions. He's asking, what's the minimum expectations for this year? I'm assuming he's asking for Arsenal minimum expectations. Why Not? My minimum expectations this year is to win the Europa League and also to win to get into top 3 or top 4. For me personally, at the start of the season, before we even kicked ball and before the injuries happened to Elneny and Thomas Partey, I said we'd make it into the top 3 this season. I know right now our players are injured. Smith Rowe's injured. Elneny's out for the season, but Thomas Partey's back. I know we're still kind of worried about the midfield. I did give credits to Marquinhos in his game, in his debut game. He had a great game, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. But for me, it's minimum Europa League, win the Europa League, and get us into top 3 or top 4 to get into the Champions League. I do really want to win the Europa League, and I think that's, something we can do. And I really want to see Arsenal back in Champions League football. Nippon, thank you so much. Much love to you, and much love to Wayne Moods and everyone at Worldwide Chels. Nippon, I really enjoy watching your channel. I'm so proud of you to see your channel grow to new heights as well. So do keep up the great work. I'm not sure who this is, but thank you so much for tuning in. That's a strange username, but thank you very much. First goal is UCL football back-to-back seasons. Yes, I agree with you. I really think, it's long overdue since Arsenal played UCL football. And I really hope this season, fingers crossed, we do get there. We do get where we want to be. Jordan says, awesome work, Mel. Close to 4K. Keep it up. Yes, today I reached 3,100 subscribers. So slowly but surely. More importantly to me, it's the community that you build. And, I'm really glad to see a lot of regulars, and I'm really glad to see messages from new people across the world saying they're happy watching my channel. Whether you're not from England or not, you can still talk about football, and that's what my channel represents, a fan's perspective from someone who's an international gooner, someone who, although I'm not privileged to go to the games as much as I wanted to, I'm going to my first game next month, and I'm really excited for it. But I can still share my views, and I can still discuss the game and analyze the game, post-match breakdowns, also, just sharing my thoughts of the season so far. So I'm looking forward to that. Agar says, what's your sub goal for this year? Agar, at the moment, I don't really have a sub goal. I was thinking of doing the membership thing, but to be honest, I don't really want to charge people for watching my videos. I don't get the point of that. I know it's a revenue stream, but for me, it's more, I do this because I have fun talking to you guys and I want to hear your opinions. And I just feel like most of my subscribers, I don't want to do that to subscribers and I don't want to do that to a community. For me, it's rather the community and the engagement that you have with, the subscribers watching you rather than the dollar that you make. And for me, thankfully, I do work a real job. Well, sorry, a proper job that's suitable for me. I mean, YouTube works for some people, but not for everyone, right? So to each to their own. I do respect people who do YouTube full time, but for me, it's not my thing. And for me, this is just something I do for leisure and something I have a lot of fun doing. Jordan says, me and FTT close to 1K as well. Yeah, Jordan, you guys are really close. You're almost at 900. And I think the first 1K is the hardest. I know FTT, Charlie, you've reached it before. But for me, someone who's starting a channel new, the first 1K is the hardest because you're still trying to build your clientele. You're still trying to find out what content you want to do, also who you want to cater to in terms of an audience, in terms of a reach. If you're doing football content, who do you want watching your videos? Is it just Arsenal fans? Is it Premier League fans? Is it La Liga fans, etc.? So you have to kind of branch out into what you prefer. Tibogo CFC, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I assume you've come from Twitter. Do send me your channel link to subscribe to you if you do have a channel. I think you do because it does show. And I'm more than happy to subscribe. And thank you so much for tuning in to my video as well. I really appreciate that. With that being said, going forward into the weekend, Sunday, you'll see my live match reaction for the Brentford game. Hopefully, it's a home win as we return back into the Premier League. And then later on in the week, you'll see my wild card for the Fantasy Premier League. This game week's going to be really tough and really mad because a lot of games are canceled, as you guys know. My rank right now is embarrassing, but it's still early in the season. I'm around 1.1 million, sorry. And I know last season I finished on 70K, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can break into the top 50K. Last season, I was really, really on it. I'm a really competitive person when it comes to sports. When it comes to anything, I try to put my best effort into everything. And I really like Fantasy Premier League. So if you guys want the best advice, check out my previous videos or just message me your team and I'll do my best to help you. Why Not says, question from the first 11, who would you demote to bench? Who isn't pulling their weight? From the first 11, who would I demote to bench? Who isn't pulling their weight? That's a great question. I have a couple of, well, not really a lot, but I have some players I'm, a bit worried about. I understand Smith Rowe getting injured, but he's still a great player, as well as Bukayo Saka. I think some games we shouldn't play him, and I think other games, like Eddie Nketiah, we should rely on him in cup games when we're playing the cup games coming up soon. I really feel he'll make an impact. However, Eddie Nketiah is the type of player, when you bring him off the bench, because he has fresh legs, he grows into the game. And Eddie Nketiah and Jesus together up front, it's dangerous, and it's something we can try to, strengthen our attack. Other than that, I'd say Smith Rowe, and I'd also say, well, I don't really think Fabio Vieira is a starting player, because I know you said first 11. I'm gonna say Sambi at the moment, but then Thomas Partey is back, so I'd say Sambi. Sometimes he's suspect. And I'd say Ben White. Yeah. I don't understand the criticism with Gabriel. I understand he's rash at times, but I do feel sometimes just Twitter in general is really harsh and nitpicky. I think the fans are really, really divided in terms of their opinion on social media, but this is just mine. And that's some players that I'd say, for some games, they could come off the bench and be a better impact rather than them starting the game. Like Tierney, for example. Tierney was injured for a long time, and in his first game back, he wasn't really at his best, right? And a lot of people didn't understand or didn't care to take into effect that he was out for a long time from a serious injury. Coming back in, lacking match fitness, that's also a serious impact. So there's some factors to consider there. And great question. Why not? Thanks so much. Agar says, if you could transfer anyone to Arsenal, who would it be? Agar, without a doubt, for me, it would be shopping at Leicester City for a signing that we should have got in the summer. For me, it's Youri Tielemans. I really felt like we could have had Youri Tielemans and Xhaka in a double pivot in midfield, and we would have been stronger than what we were. Even with Partey, we would have been a level heightened, and I think we could have even tried to challenge and tried to, make a proper competition. I wouldn't say try to win the league, but I'd say we tried to challenge at that point. And I think the double pivot option of Tielemans and Granit, I think that would have been incredible to watch as well. Idris says, just joined Fantasy League. Idris, I do have a league of my own. So my league code is VAZ0TS. That's V for Victor, A for Alpha, Z for Zebra, 0, T for Tango, S for Sierra. And it's a mini league, so it's just for fun and bragging rights. If you do want to join, you'll only be added at the start of the upcoming game week. Jerome, thanks so much for tuning in. I watched your stream last weekend. It was really fun to watch. I hope everything's blessed with you, and thanks so much for the birthday wishes. Hope to catch you on Uncle Mesa's stream sometime this week for the NFL. But thanks so much for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so that's all for me this week. I think I'm going to start another painting about the Arsenal, but this time go into our invincible players and try something different. So look forward to that, and hopefully I can do another reveal. If you haven't yet seen the Granit Xhaka reveal, it is the thumbnail of this video. And one day I hope, fingers crossed, that I can give it to Granit Xhaka in person. I think that's a dream of every artist to, be able to give their work to one of their favorite players or someone they look up to. And for me, it's Granit Xhaka. Stanley, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're well. I hope everything's blessed with you and hope you had a good day at work. He said, birthday lady, amazing. I hope you had a good one. Yeah, I'm getting older. As you can see, the white hairs are slowly showing. But no, I had a wonderful day. And I think if it wasn't for all of you guys flooded my messages with birthday wishes from across the world. I've never experienced that before, so that was really special to me, and that made me feel really nice. So thanks to everyone for that once again. Jordan says, I'll do my favorite players from different teams in the Premier League soon. Jordan, that's a great video idea. I highly recommend you do that. I wonder what you're going to say for Liverpool, because I knew you loved Mane a lot, and it's a shame Mane is no longer in the Premier League. Stanley says, 25 years young. Stanley, I don't feel that at all. Idris says, can you repeat my FPL league code? Yes, I can, Idris. It's V for Victor, A for Alpha, Z for Zebra, 0, T for Tango, S for Sam. And you'll only be added at the start of the upcoming game week, so you might have to catch up. But there's about 600 people in the league, so it's really competitive. But you're welcome to join. It's free to join. So anyone watching this and you do want to join my mini league, it's just for bans and bragging rights. And if you play FPL, you might as well have fun if you want. With that being said, I've been rambling on for 23 minutes, so I'm going to go for another 2 minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, but this was just a video more so to say thanks. And the one thing I will say is, if you guys are following me on Twitter, if you can please retweet my pinned tweet, it would really help to get my painting noticed, and hopefully for Arsenal to show it to Granit. I know Granit doesn't have Twitter. I've tried to tag him on Instagram, so hopefully, fingers crossed, he's able to see it. I know it's really hard to get players to notice your work or to even notice you, and I know how busy they are, so fingers crossed. I'm trying my luck, but I'm really happy with today and how wonderful it was. So thanks again to everyone who made an impact and who made my day a lot brighter and made my week. So I really appreciate that. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to stick around for another minute or so. And I am going to be rebranding the channel in terms of, graphics. So you'll see some new graphics soon and a bit more interactive. So do stay tuned for that. I am working on that behind the scenes. And I will be live on Sunday for the Brentford match reaction. So hope to see all of you there. And those of you watching this on replay, thanks so much for the birthday wishes. And thanks for tuning in to another video. And with that being said, adios, everyone. Have a great night. And thanks so much for tuning in. If you are watching this on Twitter, do hop on over to my YouTube channel. It's just called Miss Melina. I do Arsenal and FPL content. And yeah, check out my previous videos, check out my playlist. And if you like what you see, do hit that red subscribe button. I am on the road to 3,500 subscribers. I'm 400 away now. And hopefully I reach that by the end of the year. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest of your week. And last but not least, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Bye, everyone.